Hey girls, how did you sleep?
Good.
Good. We have our friend with us, Amy, and she's going to be riding with us over to Mammoth Cave. So looking at the agenda for today, you can see we were able to charge up to 91% overnight from the dryer outlet. And so we are now taking off, and we're going to be charging in Nashville, and then we'll actually stop in Bowling Green as well, because I want to have enough energy that if, in case there isn't available electricity at Mammoth Cave, I want to be able to drive round trip to to the Mammoth Cave and back to Bowling Green. We are now plugged in at the Nashville, Tennessee Charlotte Pike supercharger, and we're peaking here at 251 kilowatts. It's estimated it'll be an hour and 16 minutes more of driving, and that we'll get there at negative 13%. So we need to be here for 7 more minutes, and then we'll continue on our way there. We are now at the Bowling Green supercharger, and it's estimating that we need to be here for 10 minutes. It's charging at 74 kilowatts at 19%. Unfortunately, this is a V2 supercharger location, and we're sharing this spot with that person, and all of the others also have somebody on those circuits. I really wish that with these V2 superchargers they would indicate on the pedestals here like what the charge rate is of the cars. Obviously that's more complexity, having an LCD screen or something. Or really they should just replace them all with V3, because those don't share a circuit. We need to probably leave here with at least I don't know, 50% or so, just to give ourselves safety margin to be able to go to Mammoth Cave and back here if the campground electrical doesn't work, which I bought an RV spot that should have it, but I don't know for a fact that it's working. There's a Cybertruck right next to our car. Someday, I hope that'll be us, sooner than later, being able to use that on road trips. It's been a few minutes and we're at 47%, so almost there. Just 50% is kind of a round safe number. You can see down here it's estimating that we'll get to the supercharger, or we'll get to the cave rather, at 32%, but that's not the campground. It's a few miles away, so we don't know how much driving, how much energy that will take, and it's driving across a ferry, so I can't even route us there because this car won't go across the ferry. In any case, this is going to take 15 or 16% or so just to get to the visitor center, so I'm giving it 20% round trip, and then another bit of safety margin. So that's where we're getting to 50%. I think 40% might be enough. But we're not in a huge hurry right now. It's getting us there at 12:24, and our cave tour time is at 1:15. So we're okay. And so I just want to make sure that if we have any problems with charging there at the campsite, that we'll be able to get back to energy. In the meantime, as the car has been charging, we've just been chilling here, enjoying the beautiful weather here. This is our second time seeing a Cybertruck in the wild. First one was in Utah actually, and just saw it driving by in the opposite direction. This is the first time that we've seen one at a supercharger. That's kind of fun, be able to see the size difference and what it looks like in the wild. I just finished talking with this guy that's in the Cybertruck, and he just got it 2 days ago. So he's very new to it, hasn't even peeled off the screen protector on the screen yet, but he's loving it, and he's definitely getting a lot of attention. In any case, we are now up to 66%. We've just been enjoying the good weather and eating snacks and stuff, and we're down to 86 kilowatts. So we've charged far more than we need, but it doesn't hurt to have safety margin when you're going into the unknown. Right now we'll be getting to the cave at 51%, so far more than we need. So we're going to leave now because we need to get there and not waste our buffer safety margin on our cave tour. So we'll get on the road. We've just entered Mammoth Cave National Park, and so we're going to be getting to the parking lot in about 10 minutes, 11 minutes or so. And then we'll figure out where we need to go for our cave tour. And here's the park entrance sign right there, and people are doing the classic move of taking a picture in front of it, which we might do on the way out at some point. We got a nice parking spot here with the alternative fuel and hybrid vehicles only sign in front of it, and we're here at 12:39. We've finally gotten out of the car and we're heading into the visitor center. We've picked up our tickets, and now we're just waiting a few minutes until our tour begins. Are you kids excited for the tour?
Yeah.
Are y'all here for that 115 historic tour? Sweet. Y'all in the right location, and welcome to Mammoth Cave National Park, home to Mammoth Cave, longest cave system on Earth, 426 miles, 685 kilometers of Mammoth Cave has been mapped and discovered up to this point. Today, for our historic tour, folks, we will not be seeing 426 miles. I'm sorry. But we're gonna get pretty close. We're gonna see 2 miles today over the next 2 hours, accompanied by about 540 stairs. Does that sound good to y'all? But if you have the tickets on your phones,
Girls,
make sure
are you
to take
excited?
screenshots, download those
Excited?
tickets, 'cause as you enter into the cave, you'll use
I have a
connection to the water.
That's cool, Clara. The ranger finished his spiel, and we're now heading down the trail to go into the cave. Lydia, are you excited?
Yeah.
How excited?
Really excited.
All right.
We're going in much differently than they would have. They would have been going down into the cave with nothing more than woven slippers on their feet, a woven skirt around their waist, maybe a stack of cane reed torches. Modern man rediscovered Mammoth Cave in 1798. The story even goes that, well, this is the western frontier of the United States.
It is getting colder already.
Yeah, it's supposed to be between 54 and 56 degrees down here.
I'm also glad I brought a jacket.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought a jacket too. Otherwise, you try to take mine again, huh?
Yep. So dark, I can barely see.
You'll get used to it. Is it scary in here, girls?
Yeah.
Lydia says yes, Clara says no.
I say no.
What about James?
James,
Okay.
James says it's cool.
Okay. They have a lot of lighting in here. Obviously, we don't have flashlights. And this being meant for a large group of the general public. It's very well lit, actually, for a cave. Look at this big cavern, girls. Looks like a cemetery. Okay, Lydia, come this way.
Got those self-guided tickets. You stay to the right. If you are part of that historic tour, just stay to the left.
What do you think of this area, Lucy?
It's cool.
Yeah, this is a really big cavern.
This is bigger than a mammoth.
This Osmo Pocket's doing a great job of picking up this low light.
So this is all naturally made. Everything we say is 100% natural. The only thing that's not is the floor we're walking on, at least this trail. We're gonna be making like a half circle, a crescent moon, kind of extending out from me. This is gonna be our first subject of our first stop inside the cave, mining operation. Now, saltpeter is found within the dirt. Bacteria and bat guano being down in this dirt brings nitrates into the mix that they could transform into something called saltpeter. Saltpeter is the main ingredient in black gunpowder. So having this resource in your western frontier of your country was hugely beneficial.
So cool.
So cool? You love it? Great. You do too, Clara?
There's a point in here where the film really low and you have to like crouch down to get through it. Oh, that was big.
I see you, Ranger. I see you, Ranger. Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to need your help for a moment. If you have anything that makes lights, whether that's a cell phone or such, turn it off, put it to the side for me. Purchase the cave for $5,000. These three men would put Mammoth Cave on the map the world round, based on their accolades, discoveries, and adventures throughout the cave. Just be careful on that wooden ladder. We'll make our way to Fat Man's Misery, Tall Man's Agony, meet back together 15 minutes from now.
What do you think? Was that really dark?
Yeah.
Should we keep following
He
it?
turned off all the lights, and it was completely absolute darkness. But I didn't try to film that because I didn't want to introduce my camera screens into the room, nor would my camera have picked up anything, obviously.
I know, it's so bright.
This is where the ceiling drops down, and instead of being in giant mammoth caverns, we are now in what they call the short area, Fat Man's Misery.
Dad, I never have to bend down.
Yeah, you're not a fat man. I've been in much, much smaller cave crevices than this, such as Nutty Putty Caves, back before they shut it down anyway.
Every step we take downward, we're getting further from the surface.
This is true. We're going down, down, down.
You think we're 600 feet down yet?
Mom, Dad, careful, there's one part that you have to cross. You have
Okay.
to really. It looks like we might have to stop too, but yeah. I don't think I would.
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, keep going.
Let's just walk.
Yeah, this is kind of tight. You got this, James. And Jess.
James! James!
The ceiling is just barely above my head, and I'm starting to have to dip my head. Okay, now we're open back up. Wow, the group took off. I'm impressed that that many people can move so quickly.
You missed the turn.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure not. What did you think, girls? Are you having fun, Lydia?
You think this is the bottomless pit?
Yeah, this is the bottomless pit he spoke of, I bet. I see a bridge.
I think this is the 40-foot pit.
I don't remember hearing about a 40-foot pit.
Or something. Oh, whoa. Dad, could you just do that?
It looks pretty far down. Can you see, Clara?
That doesn't look so far. Could you do that?
Yeah.
I can feel wheels.
I think this is the bottomless pit.
This is the bottomless pit lid.
Definitely can't see the bottom. There is some light down there. You can barely see something. Pretty scary, huh, Clara? Oh, we're on a platform. We can see straight down.
It would be a lot scarier if I couldn't see the bottom. Then if the bridge broke or something, we would be falling through that.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of graffiti here.
It's been throughout
I assume it's really old graffiti. Hopefully.
before they went. Hey girls, watch your heads.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Mom and I definitely need to.
I'm tiny.
Rocks?
Watch your head.
Okay, I will.
Watch your head.
All right.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
All right.
Mom, we're going to Fat Man's Misery.
I hope we can all fit.
Misery.
I guess that earlier passageway was not very small.
James really wants to climb these rocks.
I don't doubt that. Are you having fun, James?
Keep going. How far on the ground are we?
I had no idea.
Guys, when we catch up.
I bet it's like 300.
James can barely see over the top.
Whoa. This would be misery for a fat
And this is all, the rock is all shined up here from the hands of people touching this over the last like 216 years, I think he said.
Do not touch me. Oh, head feeling.
Maybe it was 208 years that they've been doing tours.
200.
This is cool. We are going through a narrow passageway, just as wide as my hips almost. But it goes up to my hips and then it gets wider above. So the water was wider up above and had this narrow channel below.
And he doesn't even know where he's going. Hold on, buddy.
Whoa. This is easy. I don't know. I'm on the scale of bend.
I think so far this is the smallest part that I
I
had to
could
go
bend
through.
down a little right there. I didn't have to. I'm tiny.
And another cavern. Oh, flushing toilets. What is this?
There's a bathroom in the cave.
Why is that?
We believe, some people suspect, that we have only found half of the cave. They believe there's another 400 miles out there. Now, there could be possibly another 600. Some people even suspect 1,000 miles. But we're nowhere near the end of Mammoth Cave. But did you know the 9th longest cave in the world is 50 feet away from Mammoth? It is called the Fisher Ridge Cave System. It's located in Park County. They tried sending a survey team, one in through Fisher Ridge, the other one through Mammoth Cave, to see if they could find a connection in between the two. The only connection they found was a sound connection. So what happened is at a certain time, they had to be at a certain place for each team. One team would take a hammer, hit the side of the wall, the other team had to listen for it. Each side could hear each other banging against the walls, but there was no physical way to see each other. So that's how close we are even to the 9th longest cave. We haven't found every nook and cranny. We're still looking for more. As I mentioned, it's 171 feet tall. You'll have a waterfall running through there. But the most breathtaking event will be that 155 stairs. Follow me to Mammoth Dome.
What do you think of the tour so far, Lucy?
I'm liking it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What do you think, Jess?
Cool.
Yeah.
I love a good cave.
It's a really cool cave.
That did not seem like 100 something.
Doesn't seem like 100 what?
Something.
What are you expecting?
He said there was like 100 something stairs.
Oh, well, I guess we haven't gotten there yet. Looks like they're using railroad ties down here to shore up the walls of this section. Wow, that goes up really high. I think they found a bat over there in that cavern. That dot in the middle of the screen is the bat.
Look at the bat. That's cool. That's your favorite animal.
It's a bat, Clara.
Yeah, that's how big they are.
All right, let's keep going. This is the end of the tour. Not the end of the cave, but the end of the official tour. There's another bat on the ceiling.
Amazing. It doesn't even have a branch. It's just like stuck. I had a pet bat.
You wish you had a pet bat? Oh, yeah.
The small one.
Yeah, that's a small one right there. It's the exit. Now that you've been on the historic tour of Mammoth Cave National Park, what did you think of it?
I loved it.
You loved it? Would you recommend it to others?
Yes.
All right. It's a really cool view coming out the exit here. A lot of contrast, of course, coming from the darkness into the light, but you got all these big mature trees around the entrance and this waterfall. I highly recommend this tour. It's been a lot of fun. It's pretty cool to see. Definitely, it's not extreme caving or spelunking. No surprise there. They even have flushing toilets halfway through, which is surprising to me. We just came out of the Mammoth Cave entrance over that way, and there's a sign here for these two trails that are 0.4 miles one way. So we figured, let's go check it out. How did you like the cave?
I liked it.
Was it worth doing?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, I thought it was a really fun adventure. It looks like this is an old riverboat landing, and we're going to go down to the river and check it out. This is the end of the trail up here, and then there's a steep embankment and just a view of the river. So that hike is, I guess, kind of maybe worth doing if you have nothing else to do, but there's not a lot here at the end of it. Girls, what do you think? Was this worth the hike down here? Yeah?
That's a good river.
Apparently there are additional trails, but we are not doing those. And we're gonna go back up to the visitor center and then go to our campsite. Looks like we have about a 0.5 mile hike ahead of us, but it's all uphill. This is our first time taking a ferry across the river in any car, I think, let alone this Model Y. And you can see it right there in front of us. Looks like it's spraying up a good amount of water. So actually it looks like it's a side wheel paddle boat. And I believe it only fits 2 cars at a time.
It says that here.
Yeah, so we'll be paired up with this white pickup truck there, I guess. We're now on the ferry. It says shut off vehicle. Well, we can't really do that, but we will stay in the vehicle, and I put it in park. And now we're starting to move. You can see the shore over this way. It's actually moving surprisingly fast. Girls, what do you think of your first ferry ride in a car?
Cool.
Yeah? It's cool to be in the car and yet be on the water, huh? All right, looks like we're just getting to the other side. That was not very long. We've arrived at our group campsite. So we have this whole big grassy area right there. We have 2 fire pit rings, 2 picnic tables, and then most importantly for us, we have the electrical service here. So we've got a NEMA 1450 outlet right there. We have a NEMA TT30. So this is 240 volts, 50 amps. We can charge up to 40 amps on it. This is a TT30, so it's 120 volts at 30 amps. And then we have just a standard 20 amp NEMA 520 outlet here, 2 of them, and then breakers for each of those. So we're gonna go ahead and get the car plugged in and we'll be charged fully easily while we're here. I went ahead and turned around the car just because it's easier proximity, and this way I don't have to use my extension cord. And I've turned it on, and yep, 10 kilowatts, that's awesome. So at this point we have it set to 100%, which we're not going to do, but it's saying it will take 5 hours to do that. So I'm gonna put this back over here to 90 as our limit, which is probably, I'll go to 80 because we'll be here for 2 nights. We'll have plenty of time to charge up to 100% before we leave on the last day. We don't need that much for while we're here, and you can see it's estimating 2.5 hours. So in summary, obviously getting a campsite with 50 amp service and having an EV is just a fantastic way to go when you're camping. Normally I try to avoid campgrounds in general, but being able to get the electrical service at the campground is very convenient when you're on road trip in an EV and you just have the electricity right there where you're staying. So we're gonna make dinner now and just enjoy our campsite here with our friends for the rest of the evening. From a distance, I noticed this light turned red, so clearly the charging stopped. And we were charging at the full 40 amps and it's rated for 50, but it's a campground and I've definitely heard that this is a common problem. Oh, that's interesting. It's actually still on here. You can see right here that this is off. I'm gonna go ahead and try turning this off. Oh, it's loose. Turn it back on. Oh, now it's green. That's weird. So it tripped, but it tripped still in the on position. I'm going to go turn down the car to a lower amount of amperage because we don't really need to charge that fast. Like I said, we're not in a hurry, so I just went ahead and went half the limit, so we're at 20 amps. And I'm not surprised that the campground tripped, but just a word of warning in case you didn't know this, campgrounds often have inferior wiring infrastructure, so be prepared to lower the amps manually like this. Are you girls going to set this up all by yourself?
Before.
Okay.
And I've helped out with the other tent.
Great.
Yeah, and it's miniature, so.
Hey, James.
Is that a 4-man? Oh, that's a 4-man. I thought that was a 6-man.